Okay, guys, so let's get into this next clip with May. She went live on her platform shortly after her segment with Malcolm on Real Talk 100 radio station, and she brought up some of the calls that she received. One of them in particular being the one of Shanice's husband. Okay, so if you guys watched it, I'm pretty sure you all heard exactly what he said. Well, May said the reason why she's getting those type of calls and getting several people coming at her is because of her ex-husband's book. She said the book did open up a can of worms, and she went on to say that she used to be in the streets and she's still affiliated, and she also can still make calls if she need to. So you guys check out what else she had to say and let me know what y'all think about it in the comment section.
Shanice's husband is crazy. How hypocritical could you be and be in the church and talk to people the way you talk to them and then say they're going to hell? Like, what?
I could not believe it. Because we don't know what's going on in his head.
Well, first of all, he's not 2 hours away from here.
No.
Not at all. I guess this is what was intended to happen. I guess this is what everybody wanted to happen, was for everybody to threaten my life and potentially hurt me. I guess that was the goal, because I had told people that this is what would happen to me. Why would you do this to me? The person said to me, didn't take it that far. They just know I just wrote a book.
And I gotta say this.
Here we are now where my life is being threatened, correct?
Yeah.
And now what? So if something happens, you know who, period. Like, it is what it is.
Yeah, and I also...
You can cover people all along.
Not that easy just to say, oh, don't mention me now. What? Now they're getting a fan. And like I said, and I'm going to say this publicly once again, if anything shall happen to Tiana Mae Smith, that's me. Okay? Everybody knows who's responsible. Period. Mm-hmm. That's not a threat. That's reality. Okay? Mm-hmm. So, everybody that's threatening my life, you know what I'm saying? This is, all this is going to stay up. Nothing is coming down. You know what I'm saying? Y'all better be glad I'm not a snitch op caller, because that's just not who I am. Right. Or all you be up under the jailhouse that way. Okay? I don't. I just don't. I don't care if y'all say that's stupid. I don't care if y'all say, May, protect yourself. Listen to me. Y'all love to say I don't believe in God, right? And I do believe in God. I do believe in a higher power. And I believe he got me. And if it's my time to go, it's my time to go. You understand that? But just know that if it's my time to go, everybody know who's responsible. Period. Mm-hmm. That's just that. That's just that. When you open a can of worms, be prepared for what comes after. It's officially out of my hands. You're mistaken. Not everybody hates me, bro. There's people out here that really love the out of me, for real.
Absolutely.
I don't want anybody that follows me to call the police on none of these money. You hear me? Because I don't ride that way. Okay? I don't. I just don't. I don't care if y'all say that's stupid. I don't care if y'all say, May, protect yourself. Listen to me. Y'all love to say I don't believe in God, right? And I do believe in God. I do believe in a higher power. And I believe he got me. And if it's my time to go, it's my time to go. You understand that? But just know that if it's my time to go, everybody know who's responsible. Period.
Absolutely.
That's just that. That's just that. When you open a can of worms, be prepared for what comes after. It is what it is. It's officially out of my hands. Oh, now I'm scary?
Yeah, I just read that.
I want to know how I'm scary, but people stand behind fake profiles and fake pages and won't cam up and won't even show their face. But want to put their hands on me. Like I said, my phone was going off. I had conversations that had to be had, which conversations I shouldn't even have to be having. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. I got people that are like, wait a minute, hold up. Like, this is gone way too far.
It's gone way too long.
But it has. I'm going to tell you this. It ain't about being scary. It's about reality. There's some crazy ones out here. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a fool to not take nobody's threat serious. I take it all serious. Very much so. being the reason why I have somebody around me who
Hello.
is licensed to carry at all times. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I just really feel like everybody should just chill out for real. Like, it's not that serious. I do be outside though. You know what I'm saying? I was just in 6th Ward, 3rd Ward, 4th Ward, 5th Ward. I'd be outside. I can't hide my life. I'm not going to hide the rest of my life. Oh my God, I can't go outside because somebody on the phone that didn't ever show their face, I don't know who they are, is threatening me. Do I take you serious? Absolutely. Am I going to live in fear? Absolutely not. But now y'all want to pull up, drive by, and I just feel like it's just weird,
3 sides to every story. Yours, his, and God. So, like at the end of the day, the fact that they going based off of one side, they don't even care to hear your side.
I don't even have a side in this.
I know.
Okay? I'm not going to lie. I don't care how bad it makes me sound. So why you guys are sitting here talking about, well, she's done stuff and she became a better person. Well, God, we all did stuff. How come I don't get a right to change? How can I become a different person? Hell, am I the same person I was 10 years ago? No. Am I the same person I was 5 years ago? No. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Are you serious? Like, there's a lot of shit happened throughout the years, And we all can say we all played a part. And we can all say that we was all guilty, But was minors? Absolutely not. You know what I'm saying? Now, will I say that we younger? Yes, you dummies. I had a husband that was 11 years younger than me. What age group did you think was going to approach us? Hello? He was in their age group.
My grandparents were 11 years apart, and they were married.
My mom and dad was 11 years apart.
Exactly.
What I'm saying is, they were like, well, why did you go after young women? First of all, I didn't go after young women. Young women seeked us because he was in their age category. He was in their age. You know what I'm saying? I was the older one.
Mm-hmm.
They were still grown, no matter if you like it or not.
Right. Now, they're going to twist
No
this
matter
part.
if you like it or not, they were grown.
Right.
They were all grown. Period. They were grown.
Yep.
He said it out his own mouth. He said it on most of his lives that I've ever seen or snippets that I've seen. He's always said they were always over the legal age. Like it's never been younger. So.
Now, first of all, I know that everybody wants to put it out and make it seem like I'm this big-headed bro, and that's just not true, okay? It's just not, period, okay? Have I younger women? Yes, they were all grown, all of them, okay? Have I a kid ever in my life? Absolutely not, okay? Now, I do not give what anybody wrote. I don't know if you spell it out in the snow. I don't give a damn. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what? It kind of triggers me. It really was. I had reconstructive surgery of my vagina. Okay? But y'all don't give up. Okay? Because who cares, May? Get over it. Everybody has a story. Oh. Well, goddamn, don't he have a story? Oh. It's only Maybe that got to get over everything, right?
And that's fine.
It's one side. At the end of the day, your book, your fairy tale, your fantasy, your whatever you want to call it, you know what I'm saying, is now causing people to threaten my life still.
Yep.
More. Okay? All you care about is yourself, as you always have. Congratulations. And at the end of the day, I just pray to God that he watched out for me. And I said, that's all, because you never did. And you still don't care what happens to me. And that's crazy to me. It's not about being scary. It's about somebody that you give 12 years to your life. Women, be careful. If nothing else you learn from this, look at the next to you and make sure you know who that man is. Okay?
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you this, and I mean this from the soles of my feet. You can give them everything they want. Everything they ask, flip on you and turn into your biggest enemy.
Yep.
Okay?
Yeah.
and will try to ruin you. Or at this point, you're trying to sign my death certificate, and that's how I take it. Literally. Like, you know what I'm saying? The same that I told you would happen. And I feel like it's sad. Because at the end of the day, there was 12 years invested into you now.
Is money worth it?
Oh,
No,
but
it's not.
I mean, and I wish I still, and I want somebody to teach me how to retrieve the messages because they're not in my phone. But somebody told me that I can pull them up and find them.
You can.
And I would really like to be able to do that because when I said to him, like, "Hey, look, so all I was worth, or I don't remember exactly how I phrased it, but basically my life is just worth money to you." And he said, "Well, I might as well make some money off of it. It already got leaked." This is my life we're talking about. Boy, if I would have known then what I know now, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Boy, I'd have been a rich bitch, and that would have been gone a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? If I know that I'm a pedo, right? And I know I did this activity or action, whatever, right? Don't you think I would have made sure I can't be? I would have made sure you stay.
Yep.
Absolutely.
I would have made sure, you know what, Whitney, we got to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Cause baby, I'm not happy to tell on me. Like at the end of the day, you know, I could get on here and bash out of everybody. I could bash Chanel. Mind you, I've known Chanel for a long time. Okay? I could bash Chanel. I could bash him. I could bash his entire family. You know, I could just go on and on and on and on. You know, but for what? What
You
good?
haven't said one negative thing about him yet. Like, that's what's blowing my mind.
They constantly say she's bashing him. No,
Wow.
I'm still not bashing you. I'm still not saying nothing bad at all.
And you can totally go on live and run them numbers up, speaking about them and throwing all the dirt out there.
Absolutely could. I could be making some good money on
You
here.
could.
For real.
You could.
And Meg, the difference between
Two things for sure is one's going to tune in to Mayday.
Absolutely.
They are. Whether
wanna
good or
hear
bad,
that.
they're going to be here. Period.
And they want to hear the mess. So if you really wanted to, you could run them numbers up. You could throw all the dirt out there.
and
that's
just because
part
you're
of
not,
it.
and that's another thing too. I think Meg, I think we were talking about this a while back, in the group chat. Like, that should show proof of how much you cared for him. Like, and you can't just turn the switch off. Just because you break up with somebody and you get a divorce doesn't mean that you stop caring for someone. You don't have to be in love with them, but it doesn't show that you don't care for somebody. So for you to be able to turn that switch off like it's nothing shows you never cared from the giddy up. You were only there for whatever you could get, and that's not cool.
I just feel like at the end of the day, like, I could never be like, you know what? I don't care what happens. I'm just going to get this money. And if somebody just off you, oh, well. Like, what? Like,
But you know what? That shows the difference in your
that's just not who
character.
I am. It's not who I am. Absolutely. Do I give a what people think about me genuinely? No. You know what I'm saying? I don't. But do I wish harm on anybody? Absolutely not. Even them that threaten my damn grandkids. I don't wish no harm on you at all. I don't. I'm just not set up like that. I'm just not that person. I've done bad things in my life. I absolutely have. I never said I was an angel. I stopped going by the name Tiana, my first name, because I tried to lay down everything that came with that name, all the pain, all the trauma, all the drama, all the bad things I've done. You know what I'm saying? I let it. I moved on with my life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I became Maybay. My middle name is May, for you ignorants who keep saying my name's not May. It's on my birth certificate. It's on driver's license. It's on my marriage certificate. My name is Tiana May. That's my name.
And a lot of people go by their name.
It's my real name. I go by Maybay because Maybay is a great time of year. Who don't like May? Maybay, and that's just what it is. You know, I became You know what I'm saying? Maybe. Because, first of all, another reason why I became Maybe is because nobody can pronounce my first name, and it's irritating. You know, it's irritating to be 43 years old and be called Princess and the Frog Lady. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, that's not my name. I don't like it. And and like I said, I did things in my life that I wish that I would have known better back then. You know, I did things in my life that I can't say I regret them, because I don't like to live with regret. You know, I don't like to be like, oh, I regret that. You know, I like to be like, damn, that I learned from that. Like, some things I went and did time for, some things I didn't. You know, I mean, all I could do is I made peace with the people who I did wrong to. You know, and that's just what it is. And I'm not talking about no pedos. I'm talking about, you know, I did used to live a street life, and it is what it is. You know, do I live that life anymore? Absolutely not. You know, I don't. Am I still affiliated? Yes. You know, can I still make phone calls? Yes, I can. You know, but who needs to do that? Like, what? We're on social media. To be honest, like, man, I feel so bad about, bro, that, like, even when it comes to my own family, like, I sold my daddy stuff. Let me shut up. I done did that.
Man, I was gonna say, wait a minute.
I'm trying to send my
Say that for the private. Say that for the private.
is out here, buddy. Man, I done did things I shouldn't have did, bro.
You know, Connie's screaming us right now. Stop it.
Yeah,
chill out.
the officers on here waiting, locked up. Like, no, man, no. You know, it is what it is. I done did, like, and I'll be like, damn, why you do that, dummy? Like, I have conversations with myself throughout the years, not no more, because it's already, you know. But I'm gonna tell you this: I asked for forgiveness. You know what I'm saying? I did, you know, on everything that I've done. And, you know, I moved on with life knowing that I already asked for forgiveness and God forgives me. I don't give a if anybody else do. You know what I'm saying? I don't care, because I know that I was sincere. And when I tried to change my life, have I changed completely? Hell to no. But because I was really about that life, and any one of y'all could have squared up back then, and I wouldn't have gave a flying. I would have fought anybody, whoever, and where, why, what are we doing? You know, but now that I'm disabled up in for God, I can't even lay in the bed without this shoulder hurting. But who I'm fighting? Nobody? Where? Why? Like, what?
You're welcome, Maxine.
You want me to break this shoulder for you? No, ma'am.
Nope.
You want me to break my kneecap for you? I already have a torment.
But I will make a phone call.
And baby, I will. I'll
Make a phone